Fred Ewan. I'm president of Pro-Corp in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sitting here in our manufacturing plant, and I'm here today to review and help you with your decisions about what tape to use for tamper-evident cargo screening. Just a very brief review. This is a short video. First, let me explain something that is going on in the market. The TSA originally approved as a tamper indicating tape this type of tape. It's just a printed tape. If you remove it, it leaves no signs of residue on the carton or on the tape. So there's no indication whatsoever of tampering here. If you close it, it looks the same when it's closed. On May 22nd of 2010, the TSA issued a bulletin disqualifying this as tamper-evident tape for air cargo screening. This type of tape, if you're using this type of tape, you, according to the TSA mandate, are not meeting the requirements. Now, let's look at, this is what we call in the industry tamper-resistant tape. It shows no evidence of tampering. Let's look at the players that are in the market, the actual manufacturers of tamper-evident tape. Tamper-evident tape does leave signs of tampering on both the container and the tape itself. There's 6 manufacturers, and only 6 worldwide, of tamper-evident tape. These players were originally in the market, and if you're using one of these tapes, you're probably paying too much. This is an Italian tape. You can tell who manufactures the tape by the color. This is a German product, and this is an Indonesian product. They're still around, but used very little because of their high cost. Now, if you look at the players that are most in the market, there's an American tape, a U.S. manufactured tape. There's a Chinese manufactured tape sold through distributors, and then there's our tape, Tamperview. And I just wanted to take this one step further and show you how these tapes actually perform. First of all, the tamper-evident tapes for cargo screening, as you very well know, cargo screening is a number of different containers and substrates that these tapes go on, and they're to make the package tamper-evident, so that when it's removed, there's evidence of tampering. This could be corrugated containers, stretch-wrap pallets, or wood crates. Now, here's the Chinese tape, and here's Tamperview, and the other American manufacturer is very similar to Tamperview. Fortunately, we're significantly less in cost. But if you look at Tamperview's performance on corrugated, you can see that it gives you clear indication that the package has been tampered with. And if you reseal it, that indication is very marked also. So open or here it is unopened, and here it is opened. All right, and the Chinese product, which is also being sold for this purpose, works on some corrugated. This particular corrugated is a recycled container, and as you can see, it doesn't work at all. This is recycled board. It works very well on virgin cardboard boxes. The reason for that is that what we call the bond of plies, which is the surface strength of the corrugated in recycled, is much lower. Corrugated is used widely in the United States, and it's growing. It's used exclusively in Europe, and the main reason is, of course, is cost. So in my opinion, the Chinese tape doesn't work at all for corrugated. Let's look at the next substrate, stretch wrap. You have all kinds of stretch wrap pallets, This is just stretch wrap put around a box so that you can see how they perform on this surface. So if one goes to remove this R tape from the stretch wrap, this is the indication of tampering that you get. If you put it back down, you have the same indication that that's been clearly been tampered with. Here's the Chinese tape. The problem they have is they've used too aggressive an adhesive, and what happens, it builds up adhesion, and when you go to remove it, it just tears the stretch wrap. It doesn't even remove. So there's no indication of tampering there. You could put clear tape back over it or leave it off, and there would be no indication left on the actual stretch wrap that the tape was ever there. The third most popular use for crates and also the underside of pallets is, of course, wood. And again, on wood, here's tamper view, and if one peels that off, you can clearly see signs of tampering. It says void. Put it back down, you still see tampering. The Chinese tape comes right off. Now, I mean, it isn't hard for a terrorist to remove this tape, and there's no signs whatsoever of tampering. So, like I say, the other American competitor makes a very good product similar to ours, and I think they are competitive. In my opinion, and it's just my opinion, our tape is totally superior for cargo screening. In fact, I think the Chinese tape, it may be at some point acceptable, but I don't feel that is. The TSA, incidentally, does not have an approval list for tape. They haven't seen this, they haven't approved of this video, and they take no position as regards to the performance of the tape. It's the cargo screening company who has to pay for all these packaging materials and is responsible for adequate protection for the products that they're packaging. I would like to also show that we can, another thing that we can do for you. Let me start that all over. Now, a real advantage that we have to offer is that we can custom print this tape for you. This happens to be one for Bed Bath & Beyond. It's a self-wound tamper evident tape. This one is for DuPont. Here's one for Catalent Pharmaceuticals. This is an election tape used on election ballots. Pfizer, ABX Air, Atlanta, Kraft Foods. Now, I'm just showing you all these things because of one very important point. You can buy any of these tapes that you see here on the internet. So that if I'm a terrorist and I want to replace, let's say, a tape that's like this that I know your company is using of this color, I just buy this tape and I can take off your tape and replace it. Particularly the Chinese tape, you can strip it right off and put it on a new piece of tape. Actually, you can put the same tape back on. But I would strongly recommend that if you can do it, that you have it custom printed so that it gives you an added layer of security, and there's no additional cost for us to custom print any type of logo or special message that you want left on the board for your own requirements. We can consecutively number. We can make it up to 6 inches wide. We can make it down to 1 inch wide. Incidentally, we also make die-cut seals. This one is for, do the same thing. This one is for Home Depot. And here's some other die-cut seals. These are die-cut on a liner and can be put on either a labeler or applied by hand. We make these for all kinds of companies with the same type of technology. Again, they're custom printed and custom manufactured so that they're more secure than if you could just buy the product straight off the internet and have it to your office tomorrow. That pretty much is my conclusion. I hope that you learned a little bit about what we're doing here. In my honest opinion, we make the best tape on the market at the lowest price. I realize that these products are paid for by you, the manufacturer, or the screener alone. That there's no government subsidy for the inspection that's required of you. I realize that cost is your bottom line as long as you meet the TSA requirements. In my opinion, we have an excellent product to meet your requirements, and it's at the lowest possible cost to fill those requirements. Not only that, we're a small manufacturer. We're in Jacksonville, Florida. You're welcome to come and see our plant at any time, and you'll get personal service from one of the 2 owners of the company. If you work with us, we will have our cell phone number. We'll see that your deliveries are met. We'll stock your tape. If you order it on Tuesday, it'll be out on Tuesday when you release it. So we'll stock it, we'll inventory it, and we'll ship it. So, and we'll make calls on you. We do not go through distributors. You won't have a company that's selling you a whole bunch of things, selling you this product, and you're concerned whether or not it's in inventory, whether or not a shipment from China is going to arrive in time, and so forth. So thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate your attention.